Hey guys, I got about 8 minutes, but I know I haven't really talked about this really. The only time I talked about it was this past week in audio form, where I mentioned how I questioned if season 8 would have continuity to the movie, and I gave my opinion on that along with everybody else. But here's the thing: when you take a look at the promo poster for season 8. A lot of people look at it as being they see these mountains in the background. And these mountains basically are where Turok is originally from. These are the same mountains that Turok, in the season 4 finale, had set the three princesses is to basically imprisoning them. So the question is Turok coming back in season 8? That'd be the major question right there. And obviously, if you have a promo featuring those mountains, then apparently he is. But the question is, how is he going to come back? What are we going to see with season 8? And my thought is this: if season 8 has a bit of continuity, has a continuity to the movie, which I think it will, possibly, because Hasbro's been known to do that, as well as any other company. I look at it this way. I look at Turok probably, because here's the thing, I don't think they're going to kill the Storm King. I really don't. I don't think they're going to kill off the Storm King in the movie. But I see the Storm King teaming up in an episode, maybe 2-part, maybe 3-part, we don't know. A 2 to 3-part episode, maybe premiere or finale for season 8. I see the Storm King teaming up with Turok. I could see them probably working that into the plans. Now, it would be interesting if that happens, because that would be like, whoa, two powerful entities, and he's going up against the main 6 and their friends. This could be very interesting. But here's the other thing. We know Turok, alongside the Storm King, and maybe Chrysalis, are some of the most powerful beings the main 6 have faced. So, my thought is, here's my thought on what we could probably see. We could probably see that team up that I mentioned. But, we could probably also see a gathering, sort of Legion of Doom style, if you will. Legion of Doom style or whatever. Of Turok associating himself with someone like Chrysalis, with someone like Sombra, what remains of him, with several other antagonists of the main 6, like Wind Rider and a few others. Like that Swindle guy, whatever he was, the former manager of Rara. And I could see them doing something like that, to where they want to put their own kind of like main 6 to combat where they would like to put their own little group together to combat the main 6 and finally try to put an end to them. I could see a villain team up episode or multi-part episode or arc in season 8 if that happens. I could see that. I think that's the one thing they have yet to explore. It's the one thing that they have. That's the one thing they have yet to explore, and I think it would really work in their benefit, in their favor, to do something like that, because it would really put like the main 6 to the test, because here would be all these antagonists and rival antagonists and villains that they have beaten, who each individually have a vendetta against the main 6 and want to try to get even. So I could probably see something like that occurring. I could really see something like that occurring. I really can. Basically they would have a vendetta against the main 6 and the friends, I should say. But like I said, I could see that happening. I really could. I also have this feeling that if we're getting these mountains that Turok's from in the background as a promo on this promo poster for or image for season 8, then I can also see them trying to reenact or remake the pilot episode in a sense. Not exactly, scene by scene, moment by moment, but I could see them trying to remake the pilot episode for season 8 to incorporate it into season 8 into maybe a multi-part instead of a one episode, instead of a one-shot 22-minute deal. I can see them maybe trying to remake it and extend more of a story on it, because when you think about it, that would be intriguing to see Turak probably try to capture 3 of the main 6, or maybe not 3 of the main 6, but maybe like two out of the main 6, or 7 or 8, whatever you want to call them, along with other friends, and do exactly what they did, and have Turak do exactly what he did in the original pilot, the original G1 pilot, and that's have him use some kind of magic dust to turn him into dragons, to basically carry him on a chariot or something like that. And I think that could work. I could see them doing that with maybe 3, if not 2 members of the main 6, along with some other pony characters that we know of. But I could see them doing that in a first part, if you will, like in a part 1, to where it happens to them. And then when you get into part 2, you kind of see Turak just walking around, maybe talking with an associate or something like that, and then maybe tossing something like a steak or raw meat to the now dragonfied ponies, and having them kind of fight over it, not knowing mentally that they're fighting each other over something that they shouldn't be fighting each other over, because they're now dragons. You kind of get the idea. I think in a way that'd be something they can. I think in a way that would be something that season 8 could really explore. Again, like I said, I believe that's something I think season 8 could really explore next year. But again, it's all up to what Hasbro does and what the writing staff does. Do I see them doing something like that? Maybe, absolutely. But we'll just have to wait and see, because why else would you have that as a promo picture for season 8 unless it's just something you had left over, unless you want to make it look like, hey, this could get interesting, let's get more eyeballs on it, and this will do it. This promo picture will do it, then fine. But I look at it like we're going to see the return of Turak, and there's many scenarios of how it could happen. There's many ways of it happening. And if, let's say season 8's the final season, I could see them maybe using this to kind of build a new main 6 to take over for the original main 6, probably towards the end of the series. Like maybe have, the main 6 individually choose who the replacements will be for said elements and powers. So I could see them doing that as well, if this would be the last season. But then again, knowing Hasbro, will probably go up for a decade's worth of episodes, or seasons, a decade's worth of seasons on the show. But overall, I was just thinking about this today while I was watching the Pharmacy Side Doors, and I'm just thinking that would be intriguing to see this all happen in season 8. Hey, I mean, why else would they use the promo unless maybe they're bringing him back, maybe teaming him up with the Storm King if there's continuity to the movie. Maybe having him do a villain team up with many of the villains that they faced and beat, and antagonist rivals that they faced and beat. And maybe even try to do a remake of the pilot episode from G1. And let's not forget, they also have another villainess that they have not yet faced and redeemed, and that would be Katarina. So it'd be interesting to see, maybe she'll show up in season 8 as well. But we'll just have to wait and see. But those are just my theories on what I believe we could end up seeing with season 8 and what could follow. Let me know what you guys think down below. Comment if you like. But I just believe with what that image, if it's just being used because it's a darker image to print words on, then that's fine. And maybe attract people to the product, that's fine. But if it's more than that, then those are just my theories and opinions on what I feel we can end up seeing in Season 8. But what do you think? Let me know down below. Comment if you like, and I'll talk to you later.